I think a high value man is the opposite of a deadbeat. The opposite. When you look at what you call a deadbeat dad, right? And we'll use fatherhood as a basis of this, but it could be expanded out if you want. And that's a term that's been around forever. That's a man who has one or more children and does not take care of those children at all. We could expand that to having a woman and does not take care of that woman. Is pimps that woman out, sits at home while that woman works a job and, takes care of the family herself while he puts his feet up and does whatever. I think a high value man is someone that takes on the responsibility of supporting their family and goes and lifts that whole family up through his own work and his own actions, and can build generational wealth. So, like you said, the grandkids and the great-great-grandkids benefit off the work of that particular man. And that's why these types of men are, that much more valuable in society, as opposed to a man who doesn't do any of those things that I talked about.
Why can't we just say what you just described, that's a man, and he ain't no man? Why can't we see? We gotta simplify. See, because you see, why man? That ain't no man. That nigga over there, right. He's a male. That's a man. So we identify him as a male, and we identify him as a man.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah, see,
I'll take that.
Because that's what granddad and them say. Granddad and them say, ain't no man go do that, boy. There ain't no man.
Right.
So I get it, and I get Kevin Samuels. And I had to take a step back because I went after him, not really watching none of his videos, right? So I started checking him out. I watched about 5 or 6 of his videos, and I said, the nigga really saying the same thing I'm saying, but he's saying it to women. So what I did, I got out of his way. I really ain't got no business, speaking on him, because that's how he putting his game down. So I don't think he came to the internet trying to better women. I don't think that's his game. His game is he got some good game that he's sharing on a platform that now he getting paid for. See what I'm saying? So I don't think he's trying to be a community activist of black women to uplift them. He's sharing knowledge and information, giving a platform, and they calling in asking questions, and all he doing is just saying what he thinks. And it shook up everybody, right? So yeah, it shook up everybody.
It shook up everybody, and I think that what he says is valuable because very few women want a certain type of man, right? Whether it's a tall man, a good-looking man, a man with a good job, a man that could do certain things or so forth, but a lot of these women don't think about what they could do for that man.
Yeah.
Right? What does men like that want from women? Right? And he brought up interesting points. For example, a lot of overweight women go and call on the show and they say, well, we want this type of man. But he said, well, when you look at these types of men, they're usually not with overweight women. Now you could do this. He said it's it's this PC dance that you could do and talk about the situation and so forth. But when you see these guys on the red carpets, or when you see these CEOs and you look at the women on their arm, you rarely see a 300-pound woman on their arm. Not to say that may be what they prefer in their private life, but when you see the women who they're married with, they're usually not like that. So if you want a man like that, you should probably go lose some weight.
Yeah.
There you go.
Go to Dr. Miami if you want one of them kind of men, like, cause that's who they looking for. I started getting it, right? They calling in asking him. They seeking. So man, I said, man, no, let me get out there. Yeah, let me get out of his way, man. Yeah, I ain't supposed to have no opinion about it. Cause he's not he didn't create this platform to make these people better, right? There's coming after what he got to say. And we mad because they calling him wanting to hear what he got to say. So now, man, I told myself, no, man, I ain't got nothing else to say about that nigga Kevin Samuels. Man, he got some good game he putting down. And after watching 5 or 6 videos, he got some very good information, man. Nigga dropping some good game, man.